And the tip is won by the Wildcats. Little trap pressure early, Joan.
Yeah, right away I said they want to create havoc. They want steals. They'll take chances. And they want you to just speed up the game.
Daniah Sugapong in traffic, floater goes.
And that's a real confidence booster for Samaya Sugapong. She needed to get on the scoreboard. She was scoreless in the last game.
Taking a look at the Grambling started lineup. Yushin Preen, Ariana Mosley, Monica Marsh, Shania Nunn, and Zanaya Irvin. Cornfield kicking it to the corner. Cornfield gets it back, leaves it for Daniah Trammell off the mark.
Yeah, good movement there, and Arizona did a nice job at the other end securing that rebound.
Show and go wouldn't fall. Second effort, third effort, yes.
Hey, Arizona needs to do a better job boxing out, but that was a really nice basket. Staying with it, 3 opportunities to get a layup.
Your Arizona
Grambling
starters, Lonnie Cornfield, Mickey Purdue, Samaya Sugapong, Maria Gerardo, she goes by MJ, and Daniah Trammell. Purdue with the shot clock getting skinny. Kicks it back out to Cornfield. Trammell off the bounce, up and in.
Hey, that's good patience there by Arizona, and the freshman stepping up. Trammell with a nice layup.
Little miscommunication from Dushin Preen, and that's a turnover. Cats basketball.
Hey, look at this basket. Nice assist there again from Cornfield, and pretty finish by the freshman Trammell.
Zaria Johnson has just checked in. Zaria Johnson tweaked an ankle in the loss against SMU 12 days ago. Sugapong, and Irvin is right there for the rebound.
That's still a good shot by Sugapong.
She is just 21 points shy of 1,000 career now after making her first basket. That 3 wouldn't fall, and going for the rebound, a whistle blows. So Gerardo picks up the personal foul, her first. It will be ball out of bounds underneath for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, the official said she was holding on the box out. You know, Grambling is going to shoot a lot of threes, and when you shoot threes and you miss, they rebound long.
Shot clock at 5. Oh, terrific take by Dushin Preen.
Yeah, Dushin Preen going through the traffic in Tucson and navigating it.
Mickey Purdue, triple try. Hoop wouldn't have it. Nice rebound by Janiyah Irvin.
That was a nice rebound, but I like the shot there by Mickey Purdue.
Grambling State 0-3 on the road this season. And they have a long road trip to the Midwest, getting set to play DePaul. Battle for the rebound. Sugapong comes out of the scrum.
That was good defense by Cornfield, making that a tough shot.
MJ got the ball, but then was called for steps.
That was a good look there by Cornfield, trying to set up her teammates. You can see she just has a vision, knowing where the pass should be, and the freshman just got her feet a little mixed up there and has a travel call.
And that's what these non-conference games are for, Joan, right? For the new teammates to get used to one another. We've got 12 newcomers to this Arizona roster.
Well, there's a newcomer stepping up and taking one for the team, Samaya Sugapong. That's definitely a charge. Grambling player Dushin Preen lowering her shoulder, and good call there by the officials.
Cornfield trying to turn the corner, and they're going to get Preen for the hold.
That was a good drive there by Cornfield. You can see Becky Burke. She should be happy. Her team's undefeated. They're improving. and she just wants to continue to get this team better.
Becky the Builder. Trammell giving it up to Cornfield. Sugapong reversing well.
Really nice reverse there by the junior transfer from UC San Diego. Sugapong, really smart. This will give her some confidence.
She was scoreless in the last game. It was a win. Got into some foul trouble. Really seemed to affect her. Nice turnaround off the window for Johnson. Bodies fly and a whistle blows.
Both players went down. Shania Irvin stays on the ground. I thought they might call a charge. I'm surprised they didn't call anything. And we still got a tie game.
Irvin dealing with a foot fracture, so that is the last thing she needs, is to have any sort of physical issue.
You see this assist again. It doesn't count as an assist because she took a dribble, but I like it. That was a nice move and good look there by Cornfield.
Tied at 6 with just under 6 to go here in the first quarter of play. Purdue dancing with the stars and gets the roll.
Oh, she was creative on that one and worked for it. Purdue is just feeling it.
Robertson lost the handle. It will turn over.
There's
to
one
the
official
Wildcats.
saying it goes the other way, and another official saying it stays because it was tipped by Arizona.
So it will be Grambling State basketball. And another miscommunication by the Lady Tigers leads to a turnover.
Yeah, these are unforced turnovers. It's just solid defense by the Wildcats. And now the Tigers are showing one of their full court presses. And this looks like a man-to-man press.
Nora Francois, number 13, has checked in for the Wildcats. So a three-quarter court press here by Grambling State. And Molly Ladwig is there for the easy bucket.
And nice pass there by MJ. Really, really pretty.
That three falls beautifully as Monica Marsh connects. Coach Courtney Simmons says Marsh is her best three-point shooter.
Yeah, and the Tigers are only shooting 18% from the three, but they have no hesitation about putting it up.
Purdue wanted to get it to Francois. That pass is picked off by Bartholomew. Nice two-person game, but an offensive foul is called.
This game means to her. She shared that she's so glad and proud that this program's bringing attention to the Native American community, especially considered there's
more to get it across that half-court line. I don't know if Coach Simmons is happy with that.
Courtney Simmons in her third season at Grambling State. They were preseason picked to finish 5th in the SWAC. Southern, who Arizona will play in a little bit, is picked to finish 1st in that conference. Sugapong waits for the screen and then gets run over. That was an easy whistle to blow against Zabria Johnson.
And that's the 4th team foul on Grambling State here. She wanted to trap, but came up too aggressively.
Zaria just couldn't keep her feet. Momentum carried her right into the body of Sugapong. Ball out of bounds on the side for the Cats. Samea swinging it. Ladwig, 3. Lots of black and gold underneath the basket to rebound.
Yeah, if you notice, Arizona doesn't really attack the offensive glass. A lot of teams don't. They just don't think you're percentage-wise you're going to get it very often. So that's why you don't see as many offensive rebounds for Arizona.
Sugapong leaves it short in the paint. Rebound winds up with Cornfield. It's a nice take by Deborah Redmond, just a little too strong off the glass. That's why Arizona has the basketball. Cornfield. Whistle blows, and it looks like they're going to get Francois for over the back.
Yeah, Arizona is dribbling, I believe, too much out in the front court. They're starting their offense a little late, and that's all because of the pressure here from Grambling State.
Mireya Jurado takes a seat. So you're 5 on the floor. Sugapong, Purdue back in there, averaging a career-high 24 points a game coming into this one. Cornfield and Marsh whistled for steps.
Yeah, that was definitely steps. And Arizona needs to take advantage of this. They've missed their last 4 shots. Their field goal percentage is not bad. They're shooting 42%. But they need to get in their offense, I think, a little bit sooner and not do as much dribbling in the half court.
And if you're Courtney Simmons, this is exactly how you wanted this game to start.
Absolutely.
Lady Tigers digging in on defense. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Sugapong short on the triple try. Ladwig had the handle, lost it, and it will belong to Grambling State.
Yeah, Molly Ladwig doesn't like that call. She got that offensive rebound. She thought it was poked out of bounds, but ball going Grambling's way.
Francois will take a seat. Trammell back in for her. 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. This is the 53rd season of Arizona women's basketball, the first of the Becky the Builder Burke era. Oh, nice cut to the tin. Terrific finish by Ariana Mosley.
Yeah, Mosley really had an easy basket. Just great pass inside and using the glass to soften that shot up.
And the Lady Tigers have the basketball and the lead, looking to push pace.
And they're pushing pace and forcing Arizona into some ill-advised shots. And they're calling the play a head tap, a double screen at the top.
Bartholomew almost lost the handle. Terrific defense by Sugapong. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow pointing to the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, this is really good defense by Sugapong. You could see it was all ball, and good call here by the official.
Jamirica Robertson checks back in. Off the window goes none. We talked about her in the pregame, and that is why that was special.
That was really special. That was a highlight right there.
Purdue earns a trip to the free throw line, and Sugapong goes down in a heap, and she looks very uncomfortable on the ground. Bart Jamieson, the athletics trainer for Arizona.
In over 3 minutes.
Purdue ending a 7-0 Grambling State run with that freebie. She hits a pair. And for Mickey, all she has to do is see that ball go through the net, and good things are about to happen.
Definitely, but this is the thing that Grambling brings, that maybe so nice 3 there.
Daniah Griffin just checked into the game, and she's into the box score with the 3 ball.
Well, like I said, there's no hesitation on putting up 3s, and they count 1 more than a regular field goal last I checked. But Arizona needs to do a good job executing in the half court and do it a little bit quicker.
No field goals for the last 3.5 minutes for Arizona. Francois left it short.
That was a good move, but good defense also from Grambling State.
Shania Nunn showing you why she averages a double-double all over the glass. Francois comes up with the rebound. She's on the run. Purdue looking for somebody wearing white, puts it up, and earns another trip to the stripe.
You know, that's part of Purdue's game we haven't really seen very much, of her taking that dribble and going strong to the basket and forcing the action. And this is what Arizona needs. They need to get some points on the board here.
Purdue now with 5 points on the board. She's got that year of the year. And I tell you what, she has got tons of family and friend watching all the time from Springfield, Ohio. And I want to thank her dad, Jason, because he put a basketball in her hand way back in the day, got her excited about this game that we get to enjoy her watching play now.
Yeah, she shared that with us yesterday about how her dad is really her first person who really coached her. She didn't have an individual coach like a lot of people hire them. They didn't do that.
Right.
And obviously taught her well because she's a good player.
That three is good by Monica Marsh.
Hey,
Courtney Simmons told us Marsh was the key.
She's feeling it right now.
Offensive foul whistled against Trammell as things go from bad to worse for Arizona. Largest lead of the day for Grambling State at 6, under a minute to go here in this first quarter.
Well, it's not just that they have the lead, they have the momentum right now and confidence, and actually that's a pretty good call there by the official.
So the double-double machine, Shania Nunn, takes a seat. She'll get a rest here for the closing seconds of the first quarter for Grambling State. Griffin has the ball poked out of bounds. It will stay with the Lady Tigers.
That was good defense there by Molly Ladwig. The freshman understands the assignment. Get your arm out there and deny. And just, you want tips. You don't always want to get steals. Just get tips and make it uncomfortable for the offense.
Marsh looking back to Simmons for the play. Shot clock and game clock differentiated by about 9 seconds. Marsh tried to turn the corner. Purdue came up with it for a second. Shot clock getting low. Three on the way by Bartholomew is wet.
Wow, Bartholomew hitting another opportunity.
Another offensive foul as time was winding down. Mickey Purdue doesn't like the call, but Grambling State is doing exactly what it wants to defensively, and it is disrupting Zona.
Yeah, not just disrupting them. I mean, stat-wise, they only shoot 18% from the three, but not today. They're at
Thanks so much, Mackenzie. Appreciate that. Good news for Cats fans. Sumaya Sugapong is back on the floor. I don't know what Bart Jamison does with his magical medical kit, but she is back, and that's good to see, Joan.
Well, certified athletic trainers are amazing. We appreciate it and know the athletes do too. And that was actually a good call again. That's her second travel for MJ Jurado, and the freshman knows where she wants to go. She needs to be patient.
Sugapong entered this game 23 points shy of 1,000 career. Near the end of the first quarter, she went down in a heap. That right ankle proving to be troublesome, but she is back in action for Arizona. And right now, the Wildcats need her offense, Joan. More than 5.5 minutes without a field goal for Zona.
They need her offense. They just need her playing ability too, and her confidence.
Marsh tried to get it inside. Cornfield breaking up the pass, and an offensive foul is called
On Shania Nunn, and we didn't even see that. Oh, there she is. Okay. I was looking at the ball. A lot of charges called this game so far.
At least 3. Jamerica Robertson checks back in. Transfer from Troy University. One of the tallest players Grambling State has at 6'2" tall. Purdue will shoot some free throws. Redmond picks up the personal, and Purdue's checking her chiclets.
Yeah, she's checking her chiclets. Yeah, that's why you wear a mouth guard. You know, Grambling's not that tall, but what they are is quick. Quick and athletic. So the things you can't teach are size and quickness. And Arizona has to adjust to their quickness. And the other thing right now, Grambling is shooting very well from the three-point line from a number of different players. So, and Arizona hasn't scored a field goal in a while. It's all been from the free throw line.
So Purdue gets the first one. Also got to shout out her mom, Joanna. You know, she drove to a lot of practices, all of the things. We can't just give her dad props.
Absolutely, and you know, it's a family thing. When you have someone who's a really good athlete and they love the game, it's a family thing.
100%. 9 minutes to go here in this first quarter of play. A flex to start this game by the Lady Tigers. That's a 2. Mosley off the mark. Long rebound. Kick ball, and it will go to Arizona. And Marsh is like, before the ball can be kicked, I was grabbed.
So we call those 50-50 balls.
Right.
Because it can go to either team, and Arizona got on the deck, and it's going Arizona's way.
And nice to see from Sugapong, no hesitation. Purdue lost the handle. Opportunity for Bartholomew. She pulls it back out, and there is Sugapong. Kicks it ahead to Purdue. Up and in.
And that was a really nice pass. And Sugapong, we're glad you're back on the floor. That was a nice assist.
22-17 is the count. Grambling State with the ball and the lead. In an upset state of mind, looking to get its first ever win against Arizona. Bartholomew, the transfer from Delaware, and that's an easy whistle to blow against Trammell wide zone.
Because she put her body in it. You look at this nice assist here. Mickey Purdue, you owe Samaya a nice coffee wherever she gets it. But that was definitely an easy call to make. And the freshman, Trammell, needs to do a better job.
Purdue will take a seat. Francois is in. So this is about as big as Arizona can get with both Trammell and Francois on the floor at the same time. That jumper is way short. Francois there for the rebound. Cornfield has numbers. Bouncing to MJ. Nice finish.
What a great assist there by Cornfield, and a pretty assist. The lefty finishing with her left hand. Corrado, that was pretty.
Couple of unanswered baskets, and all of a sudden it's a one-possession game. Grambling State has been stuck on the number 22 for a minute. Marsh changes that with another triple. And
that was downtown. I don't know if that was at Broadway and Alvernon. Nice basket there by Francois. Good pass again. My goodness. I like the way Arizona is answering. Starting the break, and look at this bounce pass by Cornfield. Really pretty finish. And then here's Marsh, or Bartholomew, excuse me, knocking that down. Look at this, Francois. Really pretty.
So Francois stepping to the free throw line, where she only shoots 57%.
So that's something she needs to work on, because you know what, no one's guarding you.
And as a big, she's going to have plenty of opportunity to get to the free throw line in Becky Burke's offense. Sugapong for 3. You betcha.
Hey, they needed that. And they needed someone to come out and hit a 3. Sugapong is feeling it right now.
And just like that, the lead that was 1-7 is down to 1. Marsh surveying. Threw up the prayer, and then draws the personal foul as they get Sugapong on the reach. Marsh Don't tell me Caitlin Clark is the only person who shoots from the logo.
No, I don't know if this was logo, but this was a nice shot. No one was on her, all net. And unfortunately, she reached in the cookie jar at the other end and puts Monica Marsh on the free throw line.
Monica Marsh has hit a couple of really long logo threes, and now she's at the free throw line where she shoots 89%.
Well, it's too close. That's why it's easy. Said I'm good here, 89%. That's a good percentage.
She's the team's leading scorer, averaging better than 13 a game. And already Marsh has 11.
First player in double figures in this game.
So the lead back to 3 for Grambling State. You got to admire how the Lady Tigers are standing up to this run by Arizona. Marsh picking the pocket of Cornfield, who says, you're going to earn those shots.
Yeah. So she showed the ball, and like I said, quickness is important. And, you know, that was close on the block, but, you know, so that was personal by Cornfield. No one likes to get picked.
Yep.
And so she came at and said, I'm not going to let you score here. So she's going to have to show, do a better job of not showing the ball when you're going against pressure.
Want to score Big 12 football championship tickets and VIP halftime access? Well, here's how. Every time you pay with one of Venmo's Big 12 school-branded Venmo debit cards, you're automatically entered for a chance to win. Just swipe, tap, or pay like you always do for your shot at exclusive prizes. Check out VenmoBig12Sweeps.com for more details. It is that time of the year. Everybody's talking about bowl games, especially here in Tucson. Count the bucket by Cornfield.
Well, I like the way her aggressiveness there and using the glass to soften that shot. Yeah, she definitely had an angle and there was a foul. And use the glass and like get that continuation rule. That was her first 2 points, and now make it 3. Cornfield already has 4 assists.
She leads the Big 12 and the nation at 10 dimes a game. Marsh looks back to Simmons for the play, pulls it back out, shot clock into single digits. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Logo 3, Marsh, no. O-board by Griffin. And she went over the back to get that rebound and is whistled for the foul.
And that puts Arizona in the bonus, so they're going the other way, shooting free throws. So I read something on a message board. People didn't understand why, if you're over the limit, sometimes you're shooting free throws, sometimes you don't. So if it's not an offensive foul, you're going to go at the other end if your team is over the limit, and this is why Arizona is shooting free throws here, and Sugapong is now at 7 points.
And she stays
8 points, excuse me.
perfect on the season from the stripe. As she hits a pair.
So that's a pretty good percentage.
So the once 9-point lead is gone for Grambling State. We're tied at 29. The second quarter dramatically different for Arizona, leading this second set of 10 minutes. 16-7. What's been different for Arizona here in the second quarter, John?
Well, I think they're guarding the three-point line a little bit better. That was good help defense. And they're rebounding better, you know, and I think they're sharing the ball better too. So a little bit, you know, I think it's, you know, you can practice things going against the press, but until you really see it and you adjust. So they've made some pretty good adjustments.
Long two off the mark by Griffin. MJ with the rebound, and she's pushing pace. Nice dump off to Francois.
That was a nice assist there. You know, to have a forward who can handle the ball, get a rebound, and then handle it in the full court and start your break, that is a great way to go.
Johnson can't connect on the three, but an Arizona foul, and the basketball will stay on this end of the floor.
Look at this there. So here's your forward handling the ball, and really pretty assist to Nora Francois.
So Cornfield picks up the personal foul, her second. Ball out of bounds underneath for Grambling State. First Arizona lead since the first quarter, 31-29.
So Cornfield's got to be careful.
Another miscue by the Lady Tigers. Sugapong. Too strong. Francois with the O board, trying to get it to MJ. Battle for the basketball. Jump ball is called, and the possession arrow is pointing at the Lady Tigers.
Again, 50-50 balls. Francois needed to pick that up and not put it on the ground so early. You know, I don't like post players generally when they're around the basket to dribble more than once. Sometimes not at all.
Going to get our first look today at Daniah Welch, T off the bench, checking in for Cornfield.
And I think Becky Burke is making this substitution to get Welch in the game, but to make sure Cornfield doesn't get her third foul.
Bartholomew whistled for the offensive foul as Francois stands in and stands tall.
That was excellent help, because she beat Sugapong, and there she is. And that was good defense there. The post play.
Trainer Bart Jamieson, who told me they just needed to go into the locker room, go into the training room and tape her up. She's obviously good to go now. Also talked with the Arizona staff, asked them what adjustments they made in the first quarter that's allowed them to gain some momentum this quarter. They said they're just getting in a roll, being able to score faster, and they're not taking as much hesitation in getting their shots off. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Mackenzie. A 9-0 run as Daniah Welch is now officially a member of the Wildcats with her first Arizona bucket.
And that will give her some confidence. Oh.
The second three of the quarter, huge by Damiah Griffin.
Hey, that's how you get back in the game quickly. There's a reach and a foul there by Grambling. Look at this unselfishness, your post player passing down to that streaking guard Welch. And then here's Grambling saying, okay, let's go the other way. I'm just putting up three.
Grambling State with just its second three-point make in this quarter. They made 4 in the first quarter, which is how they got out to that big 9-point lead. It'll be Molly Ladwig stepping to the free throw line.
And this is a team, Grambling now, shooting 18% from the three coming into this game.
Her first free throw as a Wildcat, nothing but net.
Yeah, but I've always felt like assists and threes, they're contagious. So if a player's really good assist player, everyone looks to pass. And when the threes are going down, everyone is knocking it down.
She splits a pair, and Grambling State corrals the rebound. Yushin Preen giving it up. Griffin leaves it short. MJ with another strong rebound. This is an Arizona team with 7 straight seasons of 18 wins or more coming into this first season for Becky Burke. Sugapong show and go, and Francois is fouled on the O board.
That was good rebound there from Francois.
Janiyah Irvin picking up her first personal, sending Francois back to the free throw line.
If Francois needs to, you know, because she's a good player, I'd like her to see her get a little bit better from the free throw line.
How do you do that, Coach?
Practice.
But beyond just practice, I know
it's your form. It's
okay.
Confidence. It's getting a routine. So let's watch her. That was one dribble. Mm-hmm. You get a routine. Now she's doing another 2. Whatever you do it all the time.
So it's the repetitions for the muscle memory.
Repetition, taking a breath. You know, I always said to players, you know, you do a repetition, let's say 2 dribbles, take a breath, and then you want to think of something or say a little mantra, all net, whatever you say, but do it all the time.
She misses them both. Battle for the rebound. It goes out of bounds and will belong to Grambling State. Monica Marsh checks back in for the Lady Tigers.
That's unfortunate. And I always said if you miss the first one, do not miss the second one in the same spot. If you're going to miss it short, make sure you're not short the next time.
Copy that. That's how you amassed more than 700 wins career. Marsh short on that three-point attempt. Welch ahead to Sugapong.
Sugapong went too deep on that penetration. She should have pulled up and taken a shot or passed it to a teammate.
She almost looked surprised that she was able to get that deep. Griffin giving it up.
So this is a weave offensively, and generally, and this is what Arizona is doing, they're switching on every screen.
MJ coming up with another defensive rebound. Battle for the basketball. Ball goes out of bounds and will belong to Grambling State.
Went off both legs. Yeah, and they're saying it went off of Hirado, and ball going to Grambling.
Hirado so impressive in how she doesn't play like a freshman. Originally from Barcelona, Spain, the lefty has been so impressive early here for Arizona.
I think all that international experience, you know, and coming over to the United States, and you have to grow up, and obviously she's adjusted really well.
Nice defense by T. Welch, the transfer from Memphis, getting her first real tangible minutes for Arizona. Sugapong almost had her pocket picked. Marsh doesn't like the call, but Sugapong's going to shoot some free throws.
Well, that's because when she went to her left to right, she didn't protect the ball, and Grambling saying, yeah, give me the ball. So Grambling's over the limit. And now free throws here for Sugapong. And if I remember right, you said she's shooting 100% from the free throw line?
I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm not going to be that broadcaster jinx.
Well, there you go.
But she hasn't missed all season.
She hasn't missed all season.
Sugapong proving she is TUFF tough. Tweaked that ankle in the first quarter. And now is the only scorer in double figures for Arizona with 10.
Yeah, she's not happy she missed that free throw.
She is a perfectionist in every phase of the game. Green didn't use the glass, doesn't come up with the shot. Terrific effort by, is that Marsh? No.
Yeah. That was
Simmons. That's Claire Simmons. Not to be confused with Coach Courtney Simmons.
Yeah.
They only share the initial CS. I said, Coach, how do you know the difference? She said, oh, that Simmons doesn't rebound like I would.
That was a great rebound by Francois. Unfortunately, she tried to outlet it too quickly.
Yes.
And that's why Grambling got a piece of that ball.
And a big personal foul picked up by Sugapong, her second. So Cornfield with 2, Sugapong with 2.
Yep.
Those are the 2 lead point guards for Arizona. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. A whistle away from the basketball. They're going to get Francois for the hold. And now that is putting Grambling State at the free throw line, as the personal foul total has put the Cats in the bonus.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that, and that was away from the basketball, saying Francois was a little too physical.
Addie Adebanjo checks in for Francois, who takes a seat with those personal. She's got a couple. So it's Cornfield, Sugapong, and Francois, each with 2 personal fouls.
Yeah, we haven't seen Addie in a couple games, so it's good to see her out there. The freshman, originally from Nigeria, but has played in Japan as of late.
Reclassified as a freshman, so lots of eligibility. And that's Daniah Irvin splitting a pair. That young woman is dealing with a foot fracture, just manages the pain game to game. That is incredible.
So here's Grambling, in a man press.
Sugapong couldn't hang on to the basketball. Mosley kicking it to the corner, and the Lady Tigers will set up their offense.
This is why you press. Just forces confusion and havoc.
Big block by Addie Banjo. Sugapong comes up with the basketball and is fouled.
And that will be at the free throw line. Nice block here by Addie Banjo. She's an athlete. And definitely comes from weak side. Look at that. That was clean. Throwing that out of the deck, saying, get out of my house.
So Deborah Redmond picking up the personal, her second, sending Sugapong back to the free throw line. She's now got 11 points to lead Arizona.
She's a tough kid. I mean, really tough kid. You know, I know they retaped her ankle, but she's going to be sore tomorrow, or maybe after this game, but it'll be worth it if Arizona can keep going and get a win here today.
So Sugapong will take a seat. $1:37 left to go in the second quarter. Molly Ladwig in for her. The lead 4 for Arizona, matching its largest lead of the day. First quarter dominated by Grambling State. Second quarter, Arizona got off the deck. Simmons denied. Terrific defense. Ladwig in traffic, dribbles out of it. Purdue looking to Becky Burke for the play call. Welch attacking. A little too strong off the window.
Yeah, she had a wide open look. I don't think she could believe how open she was.
Dushan Preen passing it off. Good spacing by the Lady Tigers. Shot clock getting skinny. Baseline jumper doesn't fall. That ball did everything but fall as Addie Banjo is fouled, corralling the rebound.
You know, that was really good defense by Arizona. They're switching on every screen. And Addie Banjo, who hasn't had a lot of minutes this season, is showing, and the freshman stepping up.
Opportunity to make her first free throws as a Wildcat. Coach Becky Burke describes her as athletic and a good shot blocker. We've seen all of that on display so far.
You know what, and I keep saying there's things you can't teach, and that's size and quickness.
Going to the monitor for clarification on who the foul was on exactly. It was originally called on Johnson.
Let's see. It could be on, I think it should be on 10. Could be on Simmons.
Okay, so that's why Johnson was upset.
Yep.
Yep, Claire Simmons picks up the personal. And Addie has an opportunity to score her first points as a Wildcat right here. Welcome to Wildcat Nation. Let the crowd know I'm here. I'm here,
She did a little celebration
I'm here.
there. I mean, that's a big thing.
Yes, it's huge.
It's a big thing, you know, getting the opportunity to play and getting your first points. So it's a confidence boost. She has a really pretty shot. Unfortunately, missed that. They're in too soon. Another opportunity here for Addie.
Lane violation giving Addie Adebanjo another opportunity. She's officially in the box score, looking to add to that total and the Arizona lead, which is its largest of the day at 5.
Nope.
She splits a pair. Woo, Welch can get up.
And she's an athlete.
She almost came away with a rebound. Shot clock and game clock almost identical, separated by a few seconds here as time winds down in the second quarter. Grambling State looking for its second win on the season, first ever against Arizona. None, no, and an offensive foul is called, and nobody's happier about that than Molly Ladwig.
Molly Ladwig, I would tell you, I've never seen so many offensive fouls called, but this was a good one. See the freshman standing in there, and she did, taking one for the team.
And I can see why Nunn was upset, because it was Adebanjo that ran into Ladwig, not Nunn. Shot clock is off. A little more than 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So 10 seconds here. We'll see if Arizona can get a quality shot off.
Purdue steps back. And that is how the first half of play will end. Arizona with its largest lead of the day, up 38-33.
What the message to the team at the half was, she's extremely frustrated with her post players. She said rebounding is a key to this game, and they're not doing that right now. They're just hanging around enjoying the show, is the term she used. She said that has to change or we're going to get destroyed this second half. I asked her too about the offensive fouls. She said, hey, that's just a part of our identity. We play hard. We like to go in there and shake things up. It's not falling our way right now, and I want to see that cleaned up a little bit. We're using more of our hands than our feet. Back to you guys.
Definitely something to keep an eye on, Mac. Thanks so much for that report. Nice little kiss off the window by Purdue, and just like that, she's into double figures with 11, Jones.
She's into double figures, and that was quite a shot. She worked hard for that, and that was a called play for the start of this quarter.
Preen, beautiful dump off down low as Irvin finishes.
She was able to penetrate in the paint and got an easy shot.
MJ inside Trammell, who is whistled for traveling.
Yeah, we've had more travels from our post players for Arizona in this game than I've seen in other games.
The lead is 5 for Arizona, looking to improve to 4-0 all time against Grambling State. These two teams squaring off for the second time in as many seasons. Corner three. No, Sugapong with the long rebound, and she's on the run. Cornfield leaves it short, and here come the Lady Tigers.
That was a textbook fast break, and unfortunately Arizona couldn't finish it, and now you come the other way
Mosley
quickly.
with the corner three, and
Yep.
I tell you what, it is a season-high 7 made triples for Grambling State as Cornfield goes down in a heap, whistle blows.
Yeah, she went down hard. You know, this is the thing, you're going the other way, and here's a quick three, extra pass, and what do you know, it's a 2-point game.
Ariana Mosley with just her second made three-pointer of the season, and just like that, it's a one-possession game. Again, a season-high 7 made three-pointers and counting for the Lady Tigers. Inside to Trammell. Got position and finishes.
The freshman, good footwork inside, using the glass with your left hand. I like it, and I like the assist too.
Dushin Preen turning the corner, kicking it out. Oh, nice dance to the bucket. And after the ball goes up, the whistle blows.
And look at nice pass inside. Good post up by the freshman and go into her weak side hand. So you can tell, you're always to know where your defense is if you're a post. When you're on behind, you can feel them. You take a quick look, but she felt and went the opposite way.
And on this end, Trammell just picked up her 3rd personal foul. 3 is good. Irvin, excuse me. Zaria Johnson connecting.
Well, I told you it's contagious when you start hitting threes.
And then Johnson is whistled for the block.
Yeah, that could have gone either way, I think. You know, I like the way she posted up, but you got to read the defense before you put it on the ground. Yeah, that could have gone either way. And fortunate that Arizona got the block there instead of getting a 4th foul on Trammell.
Grambling State down by just 1, thanks in large part to 8 3-point baskets. Sugapong almost lost the handle, gets it back to Cornfield. Shot clock getting low. Trammell spins the corner.
The freshman again with that left hand. Two things, she's posted up doing her work early, but I love the pass and unselfishness inside.
Zona goes back up 3. Sugapong doesn't agree with that personal foul.
So here she uses one dribble and spin move. She knows she's got her on her hip. Yeah, look at that. Finish using the glass. She's improving every game. Trammell looks good for a freshman doing what she's doing. She's doing really well.
7 minutes to go, third quarter. Lady Tigers looking to beat Arizona for the first time. And Irvin is whistled for the walk.
Good defense from Trammell. Yeah, you can see, like, will get her body off and stay still, and she did, and forces that turnover.
3 on the way by Purdue. Oh, these fans wanted to raise the roof on McHale if that had got in. You can always hear the McHale faithful take that big inhale when they're ready to explode with a cheer. Marsh, no. Mosley with the weak side rebound.
So this is something Becky Burke talked about is, you know, Grambling really goes to the offensive glass, and here's a second opportunity for them. Good turnover force there by Arizona.
Purdue coast to coast.
Agent Zero showing up. That was pretty.
She leads Arizona with 13 points. A couple quick baskets for her here in this third quarter. Welch getting set to check in for Arizona. The bump and the bucket. And number 21, Monica Marsh, is heading to the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's on Sugapong, and continuation there. Yeah, so look at Purdue. She does this herself. My goodness, crossover without the dribble. My goodness, that's 4 fouls, unfortunately, here on Sugapong. And they're going to miss her.
So 4th game this season for Monica Marsh in double figures. She now has 16 to lead all scorers. Monica Marsh gets it done on both ends for the Lady Tigers. She is impressive to watch. The lead down to 2 for Zona. Off the bounce, up and in. Okay, Dee, we see you.
My goodness, the freshman, she's improving by the minute.
Trammell flirting with double figures. She's got a solid 8. The lead is 4 for the Cats. 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. Arizona back to work after a week off. They last played last Sunday. Preen, picking up the foul.
That foul's on Cornfield.
Yep.
So there, you know, this is the thing with quickness, and it's a good call. I mean, it was a close call, but they're getting a step on the Arizona guards. That's why Sugapong's on the bench, and Cornfield just got called for that foul.
That's her 3rd. Preen has her pass picked off by Welch. T doesn't get an and one opportunity, but will shoot some free throws.
So Arizona comes in with a different guard, a junior transfer from Memphis, and she's quick. And so she showed her quickness, forced that turnover, and now at the free throw line.
Free throws have been a problem for Arizona today. They've left 7 points on the stripe, just 65%. You know, Becky Burke is going to have a conversation about that. Does take a village, and during this non-conference where the entire slate will be played at home, not only are the coaches getting to know the players, but Becky Burke is getting to know her staff, Joan.
Oh, absolutely, because there's a lot of new staff members, and fortunate to get that ball back off a free throw.
Cornfield left it short.
She's missed a couple shots. She would love to get an opportunity to get back. She's got to be careful, though. She's got some fouls also.
Ball goes inside. Whew. Nice finish. Terrific job by Robertson.
That was a nice basket using the glass.
Welch leaves it for Cornfield, doesn't even think about the three. Now Welch, triple try is good. Her first three-point basket for Arizona.
And she needed that. She missed that free throw coming back, and they needed.
Just the second made three-point basket for Arizona today, and it felt ginormous.
Season, and then they passed off that good mojo to Arizona football, who upset Cincinnati to earn its first top 25 win of the season. And guys, I was on that Cincinnati trip helping cover the game with the team, and let me tell you, there is no better feeling than a victory flight home. Those guys were juiced up. Cindy?
Heck yeah, happy flight, happy flight. Thanks so much, Mac, appreciate you.
That was a great game. I did watch both games. I watched men's basketball. And anytime you beat the LA schools,
right,
and you're at Arizona, you celebrate. I mean, that's a big deal. And to beat Cincinnati there, and they're already in a bowl game, but now you're in a better bowl, and you got an opportunity for a home game here this Saturday at an early game, 11 a.m. for Arizona. I think they're playing Baylor for football. It's a big deal.
Welch thought about the three, puts it on the deck, gives it up to Trammell. Too strong.
I like the attempt there by the freshman, though.
Arizona's advantage is 6. Largest lead for Zona today, 7. Oh, just could not finish. None all the way to the cup. Purdue for 3. Hoop wouldn't have it. T. Welch there for the O board, gets it back to Mickey. And Mickey is going to pick up the offensive foul. She just used that arm bar.
That was good defense there by Grambling. I thought she was going to knock this down. Yeah, it was the arm bar, and that's why they called that offensive foul. And that's the 5th team foul there for Arizona. So no free throws because it's an offensive foul for the Tigers.
But the free throws have been falling for Grambling State. They're shooting 86%, well above the goal of head coach Courtney Simmons. She hoped her group would hit 76%.
And they haven't attempted very many. They've only attempted 7. Arizona's attempted 22 free throws.
Ooh, I can do that math. Arizona's went to the line 3 times as much as Grambling State today. On the run is Mickey Purdue, up and in.
She uses her body so well and can get out and transition. That was excellent defense, by the way, at the other end that forced that turnover.
She leads Arizona now with 15 points. Trammell with the block.
I'm glad she didn't get called. Yeah, there's a double team down there and getting it ahead to Agent Zero, putting it in the hole. And I'm glad there was no foul call down there for Trammell.
Marsh in all kinds of trouble. Cornfield pokes the ball out of bounds with just 3 seconds on the shot clock. It will be Lady Tigers basketball.
Yeah, good hands here by Arizona, just forcing the tip and being a nuisance out there.
And with just 4 seconds now on the shot clock, Courtney Simmons to 13. That scoring drought for the Lady Tigers, nearly 2.5 minutes. On the inbound, it goes to Marsh. Marsh beats the big, and that's a shot clock violation.
Good defense there. No foul, and the reason they made a shot, but it didn't hit the rim, and that's a 30-second shot clock violation.
So the lead is 8, the largest lead of the day for Arizona with a couple minutes to go here in the third quarter. Trammell No, gets her own rebound, put back, up and in. She's into double figures with 10.
And I like that she got a rebound. That might have been one of her early ones because she hasn't had a lot. But the freshman going back and doing a putback against 2 Grambling Tigers.
Grambling State has hit a season high 8 3-pointers, but looking for a field goal here. Shot clock getting low. Griffin has to fire, and a traveling violation is called.
You know, Arizona's doing a better job. They've settled down defensively. And look at the freshman. So she missed this and goes and gets it against 3 people. I thought there were 2 against 3 and knocks it down.
Arizona on a 7-0 run, thanks in part to the low post play of Trammell. Cornfield trying to take Dushin Preen off the bounce, gets it ahead to T. Welch, pull-up jumper, rattles home.
Oh, she got up on that one, and great rotation on the ball and using all parts of that rim.
It's a 9-0 run for Arizona. T. Welch looks good in that Cats uniform, Joan.
Well, she not only looks good, she's getting comfortable. You know, you got a new school, new coaching staff of what they want and expect, and she's answering the call. And going the other way again, good defense here by Arizona. A little over a minute to go in this quarter.
It's a 9-0 run over the last 3.5 minutes as Arizona has flexed in its execution on both ends of the floor. Purdue breaking the press. Cornfield with numbers. Trammell, that was easy. She's got a dozen.
That's how you break the press. That was what we saw yesterday when they were breaking the press. You know, when you have 2 people on you, someone's open.
Almost a turnover there. Baseline jumper, misses everything. MJ's got the rebound ahead to Cornfield. She's got Mickey if she needs her. The bump and the bucket for Lonnie.
With style, my goodness. She could have passed it, but she felt confident using her body to protect that ball. That was a big-time basket. And Arizona's on a 13-0 run. Look at that camera angle there. We're seeing it all different ways.
Cornfield with just 5 points, looking for more. She's got 8 assists, which is almost on her nation's best average of 10 dimes a game. The 3-point play, the old-fashioned way for Cornfield. A 17-2 run over the last 5.5 minutes. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go here in the third. Whistle blows away from the basketball.
Yeah, that was on Francois. I didn't think there was a lot of action there and a lot of physicality, but officials saw something different.
So Francois picks up her 3rd personal foul, called for the hole, sending Shania Nunn to the free throw line. Nunn just 2 points on the day, well below her average. The scout put together by James Hewing focused on Nunn, and Arizona has responded.
Well, she's got none. She has.
Well, she's got 2, but
she got 2, but not a lot.
Now she's got 3.
Now she's got 3.
But averaging a double-double coming into this game. Cornfield looks at the clock. 3 seconds. Cornfield. No, Francois battling for the rebound, and that is how the third quarter will end. A big flag.
Then she'll go in and get her own misses. So the game plan has been to keep her on the arc, not let her drive in. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much. Appreciate that, Mac. Yeah, I tell you what, everybody has paid attention to the scout that James Hewing has put together beautifully.
Well, they do. They pay attention, and you take it personal. You know what a player's averaging, and this is the thing. Do not let your player go off and go over their average.
Francois trying to play through an ankle issue. Our officiating crew recognizes, and Francois will head to the bench. Quickly off the bench is Trammell, and there is athletics trainer Bart Jamison out to help Francois off the court.
There, the athletic trainer's been busy today for Arizona. Let's see what happened here. It's hard to tell if she just came up a little gimpy. I didn't see her step on any player.
MJ, corner three is good.
He's a freshman from Barcelona, Spain, lighting it up. There's something we haven't seen very much is a layup in transition.
Fast break basket, 100%.
And that was Robertson. Nice pass. And that's an assist from Cornfield to the freshman. That's the 9th assist, by the way, for Cornfield. Hey, you want to go to money. So, and she's a good passer, and you want to go to a player who's going to finish. I got to tell you, because I was a point guard too, you don't pass to everyone equally. You have
100%.
favorites, and I think Trammell is one of Cornfield's favorites.
They definitely have developed a beautiful chemistry. Now Dee is at the free throw line to finish the three-point play. And she does. It's a new career high for Trammell as she's got 15 points. Courtney Simmons says her group has one rule: do what's right. And you can tell, even despite being down double digits, they're still playing the right way.
They're still playing the right way, and there's Zaria Johnson knocking down a three.
Their 9th three of the game. That is a season high from distance for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, and they're shooting 50% from the three-point line. And normally in the last, so they've had 4 games coming into this one, they shot 18%.
Up next for Grambling State, they'll be at DePaul on Friday for the Well Now Blue Demon Classic. Ooh, Trammell goes down hard. Cornfield trips, trying to help her. And Bart Jamison again quickly out to a player.
The sub, and so that sub comes in and shoots free throws.
So Trammell sits with the season and career high 15 points. Adiata Banjo missing on the first free throw try. She has hit a free throw today.
And her free throws look good. She has great rotation on the ball.
And she splits the pair. So the lead that was once as big as 20 goes to 18 for Arizona with 8 minutes and change to go here in this fourth quarter.
Good defense by Arizona. That's on Tanya Welch.
T trying to fight through that screen, picks up the personal foul, her first.
Yeah, you could see they're trying to get through screens here. And honestly, I don't think that, I thought that was pretty good defense. She got over the screen. She did what she was supposed to do.
Welch is bouncy. Shot clock at 2, and that's a turnover. Cornfield with her head on a swivel. Welch can't finish. That would have been assist number 10.
She shot with the wrong hand. She shot with her right hand. Should have shot with her left.
Grambling State gives it right back. Checking in for the Lady Tigers, Deborah Redmond, number 7, as none will take a seat. Arizona getting poised to host in-state rival NAU on the 21st. It will be Aerie McDonald night. Get your tickets now.
I'm really excited about seeing Aerie, and talking with her. We'll have her with us.
Yes.
Here.
She doesn't know it, but Ari, you're going to sit at the table with us.
You are going to sit at the table. I like her so much.
Oh, I love her. And we'll see if Arizona can fill the seats. Today, a season high of 5,465. So everybody is understanding the assignment here in Tucson and backing what Becky the Builder is building, looking to get to.
And this is a good class. She had relationships with the two players, one from Pennsylvania and the one from New Jersey. But the other ones they got when they got hired, really, June, July, when they really got after it.
Right. And they were a little behind in that phase.
They were.
Yeah.
But she knows what she likes, and obviously her coaches are doing a great job too. And by the way, who also did a great job was Cornfield on that finish going to the basket.
She now has 8 points to go along with 9 assists. Little under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. A season high of 72 points on the board for Arizona.
With more to come.
I'm sure Becky Burke would like them to score more with 6.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. That three ball by Marsh was a little off the mark. Purdue goes down in a heap and is clutching at a leg.
I'll tell you, Bart Jamieson has been.
Freshman jumps off the bench to replace Purdue, who sits down. Plenty of time on the shot clock for the Lady Tigers. Ladwig dropped, and still the block comes against Mosley. MJ has a handle, knows how to use it. The Euro step, gets the roll.
Now that was pretty. My goodness. MJ Hirado, 6-foot freshman, saying, hey, let me just take this myself.
That three misses everything. Ladwig corrals and says, all right, let's calm down and run what head coach Burke wants to see.
Yeah, her teammates wanted her to pass it quicker.
A whistle away from the basket.
I'll tell you, Welch can get up, get this stuff out of there. And look at that, the Euro step with the left hand, my goodness.
Lefty magic. So the personal foul is whistled against Mosley, her second, and that sends Adebanjo back to the free throw line.
You know, I'm really happy in this game. We've gotten to look at some other players we haven't seen a lot from, and one is Addie Adebanjo. The other one is Welch, given good minutes. I mean, they're relying, Arizona's relying on some key freshmen. Trammell, Ladwig.
Yep.
Hirado,
yep. And Adebanjo hits them both. So it's a career high in points for her, as she's got 4 to go along with a rebound in the most minutes she's had since exhibition play. And another whistle.
You know, that was on Ladwig. I think it was just, you put 2 hands on a player and it's automatic foul. No one likes that, but that's the rule.
A little 7-0 run that Grambling State is trying to stop. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Breen kicks it over to Griffin at Weave offense.
Good defense there by Ladwig.
Cornfield coming up with a good defensive stop as well. Ladwig gets it to Adebanjo. Needs to get it to a guard. No, she takes it all the way herself. Terrific finish. And now Adebanjo impressing the Tucson faithful.
And she's smiling all the way going down. That's a foul on Welch.
And that will send
Joe,
Yushin Train to the free throw line.
Look at this with the left hand. Her teammates love it.
And if you are loving the images that are coming into your living room, I got to shout out our fantastic crew. Producer Greg Frampton, director Travis Winters, graphics Sarah Duarte and Greg Lugo, audio Joey and Micah, video Helga Bulger, cameras Jason Hayden and Tom, and replays Mike and Javier. So many people working so hard to bring you the best in Big 12 women's basketball here from the McHale Center. Green with the free throws.
They haven't had a lot of free throws.
No, but they are shooting 82% from the stripe. So many encouraging things for Grambling State in this game. Ladwig has got to follow her shot, and then a loose ball foul on the rebound.
You know, she might be told.
Cornfield has 4, as does Sugapong. Sumaya comes in for Cornfield. Trammell has 3, Francois has 3, and Purdue also with 3. Bartholomew can't connect at the free throw line. No field goals in the last 4 minutes for Grambling State. But still a lot of positives for the Lady Tigers in this game, Joan, especially the three-point shooting.
Definitely three-point shooting. I mean, they're at, my goodness, 45%. Any coach would like that. They have made 9 of their 20 attempts. So these are some of the goals that Coach Simmons wanted. I just think Arizona has done a better job defensively, handling pressure. You know, they had a lot of turnovers early.
Yep.
Now, they're still at 15, but they were 12, I believe, at halftime.
Right. Coach Simmons is all about Grambling. She loves it there. She's in her 3rd season there. She says it is, quote, a place where everybody is somebody. Arizona has led by as many as 26, comfortably in front with 4.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. That pass inside, picked off Preen on the run. Preen contained by the bigger Jurado. That floater rattles home. Nice finish by Redmond.
That was a nice finish there.
Sugapong, beautiful no-look pass to Adebanjo, but it was Redmond who was ready for it, not Addie.
Yeah, this is about players getting used to each other, of knowing where they're going to pass the ball and where.
Welch gets the roll.
Okay, I don't know how she made that. That was some English on that ball.
T. Welch. She's into double figures with 10. Her career high is 21. And she is definitely a player to keep an eye on. And she's part of the reason why Arizona is dominating in paint points, 50-20, Joan.
Well, when they started playing Welch more in this game, just her quickness really added a lot.
That ball wouldn't fall, and another rebound. That ball thrown away. Mosley is there. Nice pass to Redmond. That was a nice sequence by Grambling State.
Yeah, Grambling needed that. So Welch learned a lesson there. When you get yourself in the air, there's only a couple things you can do, is shoot it or pass it.
Gets her own rebound.
Yeah, Coach Burke is calling a play from the bench, so now we'll see if they can execute it here.
I get the sense that Welch hasn't run into many shots she doesn't like. So she was going to rise and fire. Adebanjo, no.
Yeah, Adebanjo, I think that was the look they wanted. She just couldn't finish, but I like the post up.
Two minutes to go here in the 4th quarter as Arizona is on the way to improving to 3-0 on the young season. Whistle blows, they'll ticket Ladwig for the personal foul. Watch Welch work.
Yeah, let's take a look at Welch here. Look at this, how she made that. Very creative. Yeah, and Welch deserves a hand here. is her coming out party here as a Wildcat. And we'll see if Nolani Cornfield can get another assist.
She's sitting on 9 and has been for a minute. She leads the nation, averaging 10 assists a game.
We had a player here, a very good player who's now a great official, Brenda Pantoja.
Oh, yeah.
She actually led, her senior year, led the nation at assists with over 9 a game.
Not too shabby.
And so I was very cognizant as her coach, not to you just played her all the time, but that to get her numbers.
Right. To make sure she had the time to find the people to give the dimes. Sugapong will earn a trip to the free throw line.
That's 5 fouls on Monica Marsh in only 24 minutes, but she finishes with 16 points.
Yeah, 4th time this season in double figures, but her day is done. And Grambling State fans can look forward to seeing her play in Chicago against DePaul on Friday. Sugapong at the free throw line. Gets the roll. She's got 13.
Yeah, Sugapong has to figure out how to stay in a game and not get in foul trouble. You know, because it's a little bit quicker, and obviously Grambling is quicker, but she was in foul trouble along with a lot of her teammates the last game against Irvine.
Yeah, that was bananas. Whistles were blowing like crazy. But to your point, in that game, the whistles were coming for both teams. Everything was being called as tight everywhere, so you really can't hate that. Preen, what a take.
Yeah, no help there from teammates, so blew by Sugapong.
Just had her on her hip, and it was over. She's got 7. A little more than a minute to go. There's an assist, number 10, as that ball rattles home for Francois.
I'll tell you, Nolani Cornfield planned that. I mean, that's why she did a penetration to force the help and dish it to her teammate, Francois. They need to buy her a cup of coffee, too, or whatever she wants from Starbucks or wherever she goes.
Heck yeah. Sugapong with her 5th personal foul, so her day ends with 1 minute and 12 seconds on the clock. Tenwell Welch will hop off the bench.
Still a very good game for Sugapong.
Yes.
13 points, 2 assists, couple rebounds.
So Preen back to the free throw line.
Actually, 4 rebounds for Sugapong.
Yeah. This young woman is playing with microfractures in both knees. That just makes me ache. I don't know how she does it.
Well, probably that she doesn't practice a lot.
Right.
And maybe wears a boot. I mean, these are hard things.
Yes.
Really hard.
She is a gamer.
So Arizona has the most points they've scored yet this year, 83, which I think is a good sign because they're trending.
And that is the goal in non-conference. They played their whole non-conference slate here at McHale. This is the 3rd of 6 home games here in November. Francois, that ball was partially tipped. Loose ball winds up with Grambling State. Shot clock and game clock almost identical. Courtney Simmons calling out a timeout because she has an opportunity to run a designed play, and games are home games in the non-conference. Preen off the mark from distance, and it will be Arizona basketball. Shot clock is off. 20 seconds to go.
And we'll see. I don't know if they'll go for a score. They are.
Molly Ladwig leaves it short. Ball bounces out. Welch off the window. She's got a dozen.
She's improved, and she has a scorer's mentality and an attack mentality.
The logo 3 off the mark, and that is how this one will end. And Arizona improving to 3-0 on the young season, scoring a season high 85 points